Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz. This is a Search Buzz video recap. Today is September 7th, Friday, and this is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at scroundtable.com over the past week. It's a pretty short recap, so maybe I'll go slower or maybe I'll just go fast and finish it quickly. We published the monthly report, Google Webmaster Report. This is the September 2012 Google Webmaster Report. Again, we discussed a lot of shifts happening in Google, a lot of fluctuations. People talking about a lot of negative SEO issues, YouTube dominating, and other things going on in the search results. I categorized all the most important stories that I've written in the past month specific to Google. So if you do want to catch up on specific Google Webmaster related stuff, definitely look at my post on September 4th at scroundtable.com where I go over this. Speaking about Google updates, we posted again that it seems like something's going on in the search results. September 6th, there's a lot of communication chat in the forums. I asked Google several times over the past week, actually, to get back to me on that. They finally got back to me late last night saying that they neither can confirm or deny an update. They basically said that Google is constantly making tweaks. In this case, they don't want to confirm or deny any specific update. So really don't have any more information for you on that. With that being said, there's definitely a lot of things going on in the search results, a lot of fluctuations. It's been over 3.5 months since Google did a Penguin update. We do know that Google's next Penguin update will be fairly severe. So webmasters are waiting to hear about that and what's going to happen with it. Another weird thing is that, remember a couple weeks ago we talked about how Google's actually showing 7 search results on a page for certain queries that generate site links specifically. And we also then talked about last week how Bing is showing over 10 results on a search result page, which is interesting as well. But for some reason now we're seeing people report that the search engine Google's showing 4 results where they would show 7 results. So now they're showing 4 results in some cases. It's not pushed out there for everybody. I personally do not see it, but there are definitely a lot of people who are actually seeing 4 results in Google instead of 7 and instead of 10. Discuss, I guess it's called Discuss. Discuss is a very popular commenting engine that a lot of blogs use. There's a WordPress plugin. I use it on my own blog. I don't use WordPress, but I use it on my own blog. Searchnerland uses it on their blog. It's a WordPress plugin. And the WordPress plugin for Discuss is having some problems for Googlebot. Googlebot is crawling a lot of stuff, finding weird things in there, and generating tens of thousands of 404 errors being reported in Google Webmaster Tools. Google says you don't have to worry about it. They'll work on it. Discuss blames Google for finding things they shouldn't be finding. Anyway, Google's working on it, and hopefully it'll be resolved. It doesn't really affect the rankings, but there are a lot of useless 404 error pages in the search results in the Google Webmaster Tools because of that if you are running Discuss. This is interesting. Maybe about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, Google outed Bing, Microsoft Bing, for pretty much using Google click data for their ranking purposes. Google caught Microsoft Bing tracking Internet Explorer users on Google search results, clicking on results, and then using that data, the click data, in order to improve Bing's search results. So it's a whole big thing. Who does look bad? Is Google outing Microsoft for something they should be able to do anyway because they track IE data anyway? Is it cheating by Google saying, hey, Microsoft's cheating, they're finding search results they couldn't find, they're new results, and they're re-ranking data based off of them tracking it? Of course, Google has their own browser, Chrome. They say they don't do the same thing that Microsoft's doing with Internet Explorer. In any event, that was a year and a half ago. That was a story. Thing is, Microsoft never said they're going to stop doing it. And according to, as this morning, I found a little note from Matt Cutts over at Hacker News saying last time he checked, Microsoft is continuing to use click data from Google search results tracked from IE users. He said, last time I checked, it looked like Bing was still using clicks on Google search results as a signal in Bing's ranking data, Bing's ranking. So I'm surprised, honestly, that nobody's followed up on this. I'm surprised that Bing is still doing it, but I guess why not? I'm not really sure. Anyway, we have a post about this on September 7th. I'm not sure if it's going to turn into something bigger or not, but it's definitely interesting to see that. Yesterday afternoon, Bing announced their search engine challenge. They call it the Bing It On. And the Bing It On is basically a blind taste test for Google versus Bing. You go to this page, you type a search query, One side is randomly Google or Bing, and the other side is randomly Google or Bing, and you'd say which search result set is better. I ran this exact same study with Google, Ask.com, and Yahoo, and maybe also Live back then, which was Microsoft. I called it Rusty Search, tremendous amount of data. I think Yahoo actually won back then. Then Google took over eventually. But in any event, Microsoft said that two out of every one person, nearly 2 out of 1, actually prefer Bing over Google. So I took the test myself. Google pretty much won. I looked at the Webmaster Forums. Most people are saying, even though most people do not like Google, they're saying that Google actually won overall. Maybe it's basically how more technical people search. Technical people like Google over Bing. I'm not sure. In any event, I have a poll at my blog post this morning, September 7th. I'm hoping you guys can go there, take the challenge, and say who won in this poll. So far, we have 36 results. 66% or 67% say Google is actually winning, and 27% said Bing actually won. So it's interesting to see that I want to see actually, based off of, I guess, a more technical audience, a more SEO audience, which search result set is actually better. And the thing is, actually, you and I can pretty much tell the search results, which one's Google, which one's Bing, by just looking at it, but whatever. Finally, Google hosted Google's John Mueller, Google Master Trend Analyst out of Zurich, went ahead and said on Google Plus that in the past year, I think year to date, Google has hosted over 100 Google Webmaster related Hangouts. Not Google Hangouts, Google Webmaster related Hangouts in the past year or so, in the past 8 months. So figure about an hour per Hangout. That's a lot of hours, a lot of Google hours, just trying to help webmasters in a live, interactive video Hangout session. That's great that they're doing this, and they're constantly doing more. I think John just scheduled another, the next 2 weeks, probably another like 6 different Hangouts in different languages. So definitely take a look at that. If you do want to find out all these Hangouts and when they're happening and how to get help, just go to that blog post on September 4th, and I have a link to John's profile, and you can follow him, and he posts most of those Hangouts in the Google Plus forum. You can just add it to your calendar and then hopefully join. That's it. In any event, thanks so much for listening to this Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. Today is Friday, September 7th. That was the search news we covered over the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.